This hotel looks nothing like the pictures. Whoever shot these pictures needs to take their camera, turn it sideways, and shove it up their camera bag.
I am Bruce Jordan. I'm former ISG corporate and I manage over $1 billion in assets and $300 million in revenue. When Michael Jordan is the basketball, Bruce Jordan is the same to the hotel industry. My main goal is to give your hotel guests an amazing experience and to give your hotel the tools it needs to keep your revenue numbers in the black and beyond. And now you're watching another episode of Hotel Management Do's and Don'ts. Do you want to give your housekeepers a raise but you just can't afford it? No problem. We will increase their pay for you and it will cost your hotel nothing. Stop the high-end crisis and pay your employees more money. The high-end crisis ends today at We Tip Hotels. For more information, visit wetiphotels.com.
Today, we're doing a hotel review of the Hyatt Place Atlanta over here by the Perimeter Mall. This cool, smooth hotel has 174 rooms. It's right inside the mall and is right across the street from my old corporate office at IHG. Coming to this area was like coming back to my roots where I first started shooting my free throws in the hotel game with the big boys. In this hotel, the first thing that catches your eye is the breathtaking artwork that's in the lobby. Just look at some of these masterpieces. What most guests don't know is that the design and the layout of this hotel is the newest out of all the Hyatt Places in the US. Hyatt Place has introduced its new design to the Perimeter location first. Now, the second thing I noticed when I was walking through the hallways is the housekeepers. I seen the housekeepers when they were cleaning, they're in their rooms, they're moving furniture around, and they know what to do and how to do it. Look at these housekeeping carts. They have all the right stuff on them. They even got the floor rollers with them. Judging by how well the room was cleaned, this operation teams know how to make it happen and know how to get it done very well. Now, the beds were comfortable. And one thing that really stood out was the box springs, or should I say the half box springs. These box springs are what you call low profile box springs. Every hotel should have them. They rarely move out of place. They're lower to the ground, so if someone rolls out of bed, it's a shorter fall. And my favorite, you don't have to worry about trying to break your back, trying to clean underneath the bed with these bad boys. I used to have to hate cleaning under the bed with those open bed frames. It made me feel like I was in the army doing boot camp training or something, especially with those king size beds in the room with the low lighting. Oh man, you look under the bed and you think Michael Myers is gonna jump out and get you. I went outside and I found a nice little treasure. Look at this cool fireplace. It even looks good in the rain. This was a nice, exquisite touch that the hotel added. All you need is some nice, smooth music, a little wine, and boom, you're in the moment, baby. And if you bring that significant other with you, this location right here would definitely keep them away from the mall shopping.
Women be shopping, baby. Women be shopping. You can't stop a woman from shopping, baby.
And with great shopping comes great responsibility. Why does that sound like Spider-Man? With great shopping comes great food. But we went off course a little bit, and instead of going to some of the local places inside of the mall, we went to Big Dave cheesesteaks. And they call them Big Dave cheesesteaks for a reason. These cheesesteaks are huge. They even have cheesesteak egg rolls and salmon cheese egg rolls. Oh man. They were so good. These cheesesteaks were ranked the top 10 in the world. And whoo, they were the bomb. Now let's move on to operations. The rooms look great. And inside of the room, they even added a touch of carpet. It looks great for guests, but it's something that I would have stayed away from for housekeeping purposes. Adding carpet to the room adds more things to clean to the room and increases the amount of cleaning time for the housekeeper. In addition, it adds more maintenance as well. Now maintenance is going to have to clean the carpets for 174 rooms every single month. That's a lot of shampooing. So let's say your maintenance guy makes $15 an hour and each carpet takes 20 minutes to shampoo. That's an additional $10,440 a year in cost for cleaning the carpet. That doesn't include labor for housekeeping, to vacuum it, or to get out stains. This one little piece of carpet is going to increase their costs all for no reason. They have a perfectly good hard surface floor that they could clean up in a snap. I know what you're thinking, but the carpet looks pretty. Yeah, pretty expensive. Listen, the more things you put in a room, the more you have to clean. The more you have to clean, the higher your labor cost is going to go. So some things are just a little unnecessary. Now this hotel is no joke when it comes to COVID. They have, even in the bathroom area, they have touchless toilets, touchless soap dispensers, touchless sinks. Even every floor they have touchless hand sanitizer dispensers. Everything is touchless. They are no joke when it comes to COVID. Take a look at this. This is one of the coolest places I ever seen the iron board located, right under the sink. And you guessed it, I wasn't expecting to have an iron board under the sink. So I had to call the front desk and ask them, where is the iron board? And guess what they said? The iron's board under the sink. Now, this hotel has not made the change to liquid soap. It's something that I strongly recommend because at the end of the day, most guests only use half of the bar of soap that you leave inside the room anyway. So that means that half of your cost is literally going in the trash. And guess what? This hotel leaves out 2 bars of high quality soap. So their cost per occupied room must look great. Now let's move on to revenue. Usually when you look at a hotel online, the picture looks better than the hotel does in person. At this hotel, it's the complete opposite. The hotel looks 10 times better in person than it does in the pictures. Just take a look. This is what the hotel actually looks like. And this is what the pictures on the listing looks like. These pictures look like they were shot for a budget hotel, not the luxury that the Hyatt represents. Budget hotels tend to over edit and overexpose their images a little more just to hide all the imperfections inside of the room. This is a new hotel and it's a Hyatt. That's not necessary. But when you're shooting this brand new hotel that is known for luxury, you want to do the complete opposite. You want the guests to see the fine quality and detail in your furniture. So you have to increase the shadows and decrease the highlights in your images. Now check this out. This is a picture from their competition across the street, side by side, which usually has a higher rate and a higher occupancy. Can you see why? It gets worse. This is the picture that I took from my camera phone. And this is a picture of the same area that's on the hotel listing. Which one looks better to you? Now the picture on my camera phone is unedited and their so-called professional pictures have been edited. This is a disgrace and it's very disturbing because most professional photographers that shoot hotels charge anywhere from $2,500 to $10,000 per take. Now, if this happens to you, call the photographer and ask him to re-edit your photos. And if they refuse, tell them to send you the raw file so you can have the photos re-edited by someone else. Now, if you're looking for a good photographer, I use Hotelgrams. You can check them out on Instagram at Hotelgrams. They do wonderful work and it's at a fraction of the cost. The other thing that I didn't like was the pricing structure on Booking.com. This type of pricing structure confuses the hell out of guests and makes them move on to the next listing. Just take a look. If you have 2 guests, the price is this. If you have 3 guests, the price is that. Hold up, 4 guests in a 1-bed king room? If you got 4 people in a 1-bed king room, please do not put me next to them. I do not want to be next door listening to the Royal Rumble going on up in there. Now let's move on to breakfast. Their breakfast is just another grab and go bag. Now that we're like a year past the COVID scare and pandemic, it may be time to get back to the basics I'm not saying go buffet style just yet, but it may be a good idea to, spread out your layout and maybe offer a hot breakfast. If you want to see how to do this, go to season 1, episode 1 of Hotel Management Do's and Don'ts, and that hotel perfected it to the T.
Now it's time for the hotel bash, 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 bash.
So we did a little test. We found a guy that shot this hotel, and we took a picture of him with my cell phone camera, and then we used his camera that he used to shoot the hotel and took a picture, and this is what we got. Now this is what this guy looks like with my cell phone camera, and this is what this guy looks like with the camera that he used to shoot the hotel. I guess he forgot to clean his lens. Hold up, we got one more. I thought I forgot my toothpaste and my toothbrush, and I went down to the front desk to get another one. And this is what they gave me. There is nothing fresh about this mint. This has got to be the worst toothpaste I ever used in my life. It felt like I was brushing my teeth with lightly minted caulking. I didn't know whether I should brush my teeth or caulk the shower with this stuff. Let's just say I remembered where my toothbrush and my toothpaste was very quickly. Now let's move on to these scores. I love this housekeeping staff. I feel like they're everything that housekeeping should represent at a hotel. I wish I could take them with me to my next property. They are really that good. Great job, team. Now, if they didn't give me that caulking tasting toothpaste, this place would have probably got a 10. But unfortunately, they got a 9.0. Now, me being a hotel revenue expert, I take revenue very seriously. As you already know, I didn't like the OTA listings. I hated the pictures. When in this type of market, we're competing to be the best. So everything has to be the best, including our pictures. On top of that, I didn't like their revenue strategy and the OTA listings, the way their rates were structured. It was just way too confusing for the guests. So for revenue, they get a 7.0. Now for breakfast, it wasn't too bad. Grab and go bag. I hope they start moving in the direction of at least offering a hot breakfast. So for breakfast, I'm going to give them an 8.0. Now that gives this hotel a total score of 8.0. Now you know my score is just advisory. If you want this hotel to win, you got to vote.
The way to vote for this hotel is easy. All you do is come here, hit that subscribe button. All right, go down here, hit this like button. When it turns blue, you're good to go. Leave a comment down here with your score. My score is 9 or 8.5. And then you hit the comment button. So we see your score, and then all you got to do is share this video to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever you want to share it to, and boom. Then we will count your vote, and your vote is officially entered.
Thank you for tuning to another episode of Hotel Management Do's and Don'ts. We're going to announce the winner of the video sharing contest in our next episode, which is episode 5. So make sure you're still sharing these videos. Stay tuned. See what we got coming up next. And you know what we're here to do. We're here to make your revenues rise up once again.